Oops. Again. Well, I don't know when you're watching this, how long after the last one, but I have just done 5 videos. This is the 6th one. So you might be watching them weeks apart, but I'm doing them all on the same day. So, right, this is the one, this is going to feature 2 trucks. 2, not 1, but 2. Kind of like tribute-ish, I guess is the right word. Anyway, you can see what this is. So this started life as a Mercedes 1850L delivery truck, I think they call it. Anyway, I had bits and pieces laying around. I'm sure the box come from Tim, because he took it off of what is now his tanker constructor, I think. I'm sure, yeah. So that was the box. The side stickers was made up again by Screen Print Digital, who donated the cost, which I gave to cancer research. The main reason behind this is because my 2 nieces do the Run for Life thing, or did the Run for Life thing, on a few years. Hence why I had a name on the bottom and the years. I do need to add, because there's other ones been done since, which I've never added. I originally built it from, well, the cab is a very old cab. It's had quite a bit of digs in it, which you can see it wasn't brilliant. Can't remember the story behind the cab, but it's not the prettiest of sides, if you like. Don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's quite a few marks in it. It wasn't brilliant cab. Flat roof, because I didn't want to put the big full roof on it. I think a flat roof suits it better in here. The colours are obvious because it's cancer research, and because they was doing it to Run for Life, which is mostly for women for breast cancer and stuff. So hence that come about. I did originally put a lift axle on the back, but didn't like it. It was alright, it just, I couldn't get enough strong enough to lift it to my liking without too much strain, if you know what I mean. I used a really strong servo, but then the servo's on permanently trying to hold it up. Can't be doing it much, cop. I did use a winch. Again, there's a lot of strain on the winch while it's trying to hold it. I know loads of people have done them, but there's a lot of weight on this, because the back has got all the electrics, the battery, everything inside, all over the back axle. So there's a lot of weight trying to lift that to that position and hold it there. It worked, but I wasn't happy with it, so hence why I put it back to just a twin rear axle. Not back to, because originally it would only have 1 rear axle on an 1850. Sides are just made up of a bit of thin alley, I think, or bright mild steel. Cab does tilt. It's got a man and a woman in the front. Back doors, nothing really. I added the blue ribbon, which I believe is prostate cancer. I'll keep meaning to add more for different things, but yeah, it's basically an 1850L with twin axles put on, an MFC inside, and a Scania cab. And that's pretty much it. The dashboard is a Adam from Model Lighting Solutions. He made me the dashboard, the lit up dashboard, so that all works and lights up. The sign on the front lights up, Scania sign. It's got right hand drive, so I've had to change the wipers, hence why they don't quite fit, because they don't come out the cutouts where they're supposed to, because they'll be on the wrong side. I have got a pair of Scania mirrors I'm going to change at some point, just haven't got round to it yet. But that's pretty much it on that. So that explains that one. I will be back in a second with the next one. Right, part 2. Oh, what is there to explain? Again, 1850 L chassis. I bought very cheap the Tamiya orange Scania body kit, and I mean very cheap. Didn't have a clue what to do with it, didn't know what I was going to do with it. It was just so cheap, even if I've repainted it. But then I was doing cutting some vinyls one day, and I got some chrome vinyl to do something else, and I had an idea. What if I'd done a nice silhouette? And then what could the silhouette be? So then I was thinking and thinking and thinking, and this come to my mind. And I thought that's quite a nice thing actually, because I do believe, lest we forget, we should never forget, nor should future generations ever forget. Not just, I'm not talking about just the First and Second World War, but I'm talking about all wars and all people that have lost their life in wars. And I do mean all people that have lost their lives in wars, because it's usually not the people that start the war that suffer. It's the average person that suffers. So I just thought it would, just for me, I'd just like to do something. So I cut the vinyls and put them on the metallic vinyl, or chrome vinyl, whatever you call it, just to see what it would look like. And I liked it. So then the orange cab fit nicely, and the idea is it's like the sunset, so the sun's setting behind them, so all you can see is their dark figures because the sun's behind them on a hillside or something. Spitfires, got the Spitfires flying away. That's what started the idea. Then I thought I had a poppy, I had the Lest We Forget, and made these side rails up. I cut the skirt, because I've seen quite a few of these rigids where it's got the first bit. I don't know, I guess this is the exhaust. Could be wrong. Scania driver could tell me. I'm pretty sure that's something to do with the exhaust or something. Anyway, but it's definitely steps. Not that you need steps on here, but so these are made up of, I think they're brass or copper. Doesn't matter. Just made the rails up to fit. On the back, not a lot of people would know, but it is a very famous poem. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them, lest we forget. and then you got the dates of the First World War and the Second World War. The back was plain and I didn't want to leave it. I just thought that's nice. And I don't do poetry, I don't really like poems that much, but that just kind of says it all. That we owe them people so much, which a lot of people tend to forget, unfortunately. Anyway, so then this side I decided to do something slightly different to the ones we have lost. So the other side is the actual, obviously the soldiers, and this is self-explanatory, isn't it? That's the story behind this. There ain't really much of a story behind it. It literally was that I just like the idea of a silhouette of something, and then it's amazing what weird shit comes out of my head at times. But that, from having an orange cab, that's what come out of my head. What was I saying on the last video? It's because I have something. I bought a back, so the whole lorry was built. On this I bought a cab. For no particular reason other than it was cheap, and this come of it. This truck used to be, I don't know, you'll probably see in videos, old videos, I had just a plain normal 1850L Mercedes with a chrome back with Mercedes Sport on it, I think it had, and a white front, which was nice. Before that it was all orange. I bought it second hand, it was completely orange, and it turned into that. The cab went on one you've already seen, El Bastardo. The chassis is obviously turned into this, and the box has just got redone. The metal sides are just sides, isn't they? You can flip them round, you can change the sides, there's no problem. The back doors, same, just repaint them. There is a GT power sound and light system in the back. So you've got all that, the speakers, the battery sits in the back, there's the power cords. So it's surprising it's not that heavy actually, because it ain't got as much in it as the others. Or is that Scania? That Scania's got quite a bit in the back. Where this really hasn't, it hasn't even got a floor in it. Yeah, I think I originally done it, I think I said it on an earlier one with a big black Mercedes Actros. Well, the original plan was that Mercedes Actros was going on here, so hence why the whole lot of matte black, apart from all the dust, but the sides are matte black. I just flipped them to put these on. It was all done in matte black, the whole thing was going to be matte black. But like I said on that video, which the cab was far too big for this. It looked stupid, extremely stupid. So the only thing I didn't use from the cab, I've got side bits I want to put in here, but I need to get the right colour, and I can't figure out what the colour is. I have to look it up. It can't be that hard to look up, I guess. So the only thing I changed on the front was the grille. Literally just sprayed it matte black because it would be too much orange. It would look disgusting if all that was orange as well. So yeah, just sprayed that matte black. I like this. I think it looks really nice. I say, even though I do say so myself, I do think this come out very, very well. And it's even got Doctor Who driving it. Mr. Tennant. And it looks like, for some reason, very rarely for me, it's got a 35 turn motor. So that's quite quick for a lorry for me. I guess that's the TARDIS side where you can... Anyway, I like it. Don't really give a shit if anyone else doesn't, but I do. And that is the story of them two. I think it looks rather charming. Is that going to focus? That's focused. There you go. So I think I'm going to call it a day because I've done loads of videos today.